Where are we? Well, physically, we're on the Wales Coastal Path, Llwybr Ffordd Cymru. A lovely spot in Sub-Enfro in Pembrokeshire. Just look at this, it's gorgeous, isn't it? This is the spring that keeps on giving, eh? If you know of any grass meadows nearby, any natural habitats, go find them, go sit down in them for 5 minutes. You know, give it a listen. Hard to beat. Right, month 4. Is this recording? Hopefully. Yeah. Right, month 4. Halfway, we're coming up to the halfway through my road to UTMB CCC. So my race is at the end of month 8, September the 1st. That's my race. So January till August, I've been training, taking this seriously. Well, not fully. I'm only coming up to the end of April. Well, in terms of this video. Anyway, for month 4. So far I've been taking this seriously. 2 months of base building, January and February, gone through those with 8 weekly videos. Month 3, you've just seen, was my first month with a training plan. Now in month 4, second training plan, which I've gotten from Alan Bateson of Running Monk Trail Events, who he runs with his partner, Katie. They run some trail and ultra marathons in Shropshire. It's in an area of outstanding natural beauty, absolutely stunning location, great races. And you should just give them a look online, see if you're interested in some of the races they do. Alan is my coach, and this is the second training plan I've had off of him for month 4, and it's very similar to month 3 really. 2 short runs, 2 long runs back to back, and then my workout though is the only thing that's really changed, other than the time on feet that I'm meant to do. The workout's gone from hill repeats, hill intervals, which I made a little video for called Sanctuary of Running Hill Repeats. You should watch that. This month, for month 4, my workout, which I mostly actually did in this spot, this is like a 7-ish 100 metres track, a grass track with about 30-40 metres elevation. I'm sat right in the middle of it right now, and it's on the Wales Coast Path. And for the workout I did a tempo workout really. I don't really know what else to call it. So I worked that out by doing a 10k speed test, see how fast I was at 10k on the trail. I got my minutes per kilometre from that, which was like just a smidge over 4 minutes per kilometre for a 10k trail. Super happy with that, considering I've only been building for 3 months really, taking this seriously. Really happy. So I got that minutes per kilometre. I take that and then I just put it into a set. So I'll do 6, 7, 8 sets of 10k tempo. So I'll do a 7 minute on. So I'll run at that pace, that just over 4.5 minutes, somewhere between there. It's a trail, you can't nail that on. Your pace is always changing. So I'll do that for 7 minutes, and then I'll have 3 minutes off. So those are my 10 minutes, and then I'll repeat that 4 times, 6 times, 8 times, depending on what week I'm in. And so that'll be the workout I did. And with that plan in mind, these are the numbers, which you'll see somewhere about here. These are the numbers I ended up with for the end of month 4. These are averages taken from each week. So I averaged just under 63 kilometres per week, with my biggest week being over 90, banging. 1,826 metres of elevation average. That gave me a kilometre effort of 80. So if we compare that to month 3, I had exactly the same kilometre effort, but instead of hill intervals I did the speed work, tempo, the 10k tempo workout. So really happy with that, because I'm adding up my distance to the elevation I'm doing, and I'm getting 80 kilometres, which is really good. Just under 500 minutes on my feet at a pace of 8 minutes and 1 second per kilometre. Well over 30 seconds per kilometre faster on average this month, and that obviously must be coming from the workout. 112 BPM, 62% of my heart rate max, so a higher heart rate slightly, so these workouts must be a little bit harder than the hill repeats I'm doing. 2 hours of strength and flexibility, an average of over 5 runs a week, and my average biggest run was just under 30 kilometers per week. So I'd basically do anything from high 20s to low 30s, but when my biggest run was 41.1 kilometers, so just absolutely perfect build up for this race that I'm doing. You'll see the differences in the graphs I've just put up from month to month. This is the end of month 4 and halfway through, and then it's into my first ultra marathon race of the year for myself, which I'm using as a test bed for, still recording, for UTMB CCC. So it's come at the perfect time. I'm halfway through training, and the race I'm looking for is something that's also 100 kilometers, because I've done 50, 60, 70k races before. I've done plenty of 100-mile weeks in training before, and when I've been filming events for other companies and individuals, following their stories. So I feel like I've done a lot, but I've just not hit this personal goal of 100 kilometers. So that's what the race distance is. The elevation is less than half of UTMB CCC, so perfect. I mean, I'm still building. I want it to be easier, theoretically. What is easier? Who knows? Anyway, I'll find out when I do the race. I think it's about 2,500 meters of elevation, and UTMB CCC is well over 6,000 meters. And I wanted to run through the night as well. So this race that I'm going to talk about in a minute, it started at 9 p.m. So perfect. I've hit all the major boxes there, and it's in southwest England. It's in Devon. It's run by a company, a phenomenal company. Absolutely love seeing what they're doing, being a part of the races, and I've seen the races before in the past. I've not ran any, but I've volunteered, I've filmed, I've been around them. Great people, massive support from all the volunteers that work for them, which is one of the biggest things I look for in a race. But the company's Climb Southwest, and they run most of the races in Devon and Cornwall on the southwest coast path, but this one is called the Two Moors Way. So it was the inaugural race for the 100k distance, and you go from Devon, Dartmoor, at the south of Devon, somewhere in Dartmoor National Park. You go through mid-Devon, all the way through Exmoor, hence the Two Moors Way, and then finish at the top in Lynmouth, I think. Yep, that's about right. It's part of a race I've always done, or did them for a number of years, 112-ish miles, I believe, and it starts at the coast below Dartmoor, goes through Dartmoor, and then up. I join in somewhere in Dartmoor at 9 p.m. of the day that they start prior to us, the 112 milers. That's coming up. In terms of this video, it's coming up. I've actually already done it, but I'm talking about month 4, aren't I? So yeah, ticked all the boxes. I'm about to do it. Before the race, I felt absolutely incredible. I felt like I'd done everything in my power I could to get ready for it. Time on feet, nutrition I've never had a problem with, because I've been doing it my whole life. I've been in the mountains and eating, so I'm really lucky with that. I found the race and ticked those boxes I wanted to tick, to test the water on what this would sort of feel like. I have got the gear, and done the training, so we'll see how it goes. This is month 4, and we'll see how that goes. What else have we got to talk about other than just really enjoying sitting in this spot? Absolutely glorious. The view of the camera there, with all the wildlife and birds and the bees around it, it's just hard to concentrate really. Mind keeps on going off, and there's a butterfly just behind the camera right now. But anyway, I've talked about my training for month 4. I've compared it briefly to month 3. That's it. Dragon's Back race. I've just released a film called Taking on the Dragon's Back last week. I followed 2 friends in September last year. The film is finally out. It took 6 months of work. Free to watch. An hour and 40 odd minute runtime. Give it a watch if you enjoy watching multi-day races, if you enjoy mountains, if you enjoy the great outdoors, if you enjoy, just a lovely story. 2 friends giving a big adventure a crack. That's out now. You can watch that. So make sure you subscribe as well. to keep up to date with future films. I've still got 5 more films coming out between now and Christmas. The next one I'm working on, that I'm physically going to be at, starts next week actually, with Alan, the guy that is currently my coach. He's going for the Wales Loop FKT and also the Wales Coastal Path, which is within that. The FKT of that's currently held by Rhys Jenkins, who runs Pegasus Ultra Running with his wife Keris. Great couple, great races, give them a look if you're in South Wales. He's got the current FKT, Alan's going for that next week, and there'll be a film Christmas-ish time before the end of the year, hopefully. We will also be releasing, like we did with the Wild Horse 200, a daily recap video. So every day from Monday the 26th of June on the evening, hopefully before 10-11 PM at night in the UK, we'll be releasing a daily recap video. So you can watch every single day for hopefully 22 days, and that's what he wants to go for the record. You can watch along, see his progress when you're at work or doing what you're doing, see how fast he's going, see where he is in the world and where he is around Wales, and then at the end of each day sit down for 5 or 8 minutes and watch a summary of how it all unfolded. So that's coming out next week, every single day. I'll release a little video in a few days. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those, because there'll be a video every single day for those, telling the story of his journey around Wales. I think that's it. Yeah, I've done month 4. I'm talking to you from end of month 5, I think. Yeah, beginning of month 6, somewhere around there. And yeah, month 4 went really well. I couldn't complain. And about to do my 100k race. So I'm almost, in terms of this video and time and date, I'm halfway through my training block for UTMB CCC. And then after this there'll be 4 more monthly videos, month 5, month 6, month 7, month 8, and then I'll be there in Chamonix ready to race. So thanks for following along, I really appreciate it. And also thanks for watching the films of the people we've been documenting, the stories we've been telling. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's just, great to be outdoors and sharing this story with you. Thanks again. Take care.